You ever feel like everyone else got a map and you're just wandering? Like you're working hard, you're not lazy, you're showing up, but somehow you still feel stuck. You look at other people, friends, strangers online, and they seem so sure, so confident, like they know exactly where they're going. And you're over here thinking, what am I even doing with my life? I've been there. That foggy place where nothing feels clear, where every path looks the same, where you have 100 options but zero direction. Here's what I've learned. Feeling lost isn't a sign you're failing, it's a sign you're ready for the next level. You just don't know where the next level is yet. If you've ever felt aimless, unfocused, or just confused about where your life is going, stay with me. We're finding the path together. Here's the mistake most people make when they feel lost. They stop moving. They think clarity comes from thinking, from sitting in a room and figuring it out, from making lists and pros and cons charts and waiting for a sign from the universe. But clarity doesn't come from thinking. Clarity comes from moving. You can't see the whole path from the starting line. Nobody can. Not the millionaires, not the gurus, not your hero. They just learn to be okay with seeing only the next step. When you're lost in a forest, you don't sit down and wait for the trees to move. You pick a direction, any direction, and you walk. Because movement creates momentum, and momentum clears the fog. So how do you find direction when everything feels uncertain? How do you choose a path when you can't see the end? Here are 3 ways to find your way when you're lost. Number 1, stop looking for passion, start looking for patterns. Everyone says, follow your passion. That's terrible advice. Most people don't have a single passion, they have many interests. Instead of asking, what am I passionate about? Ask a different question. Look back at your life. What are the patterns? What did you love doing as a kid before anyone told you to love it? What activities make you lose track of time? What do people always come to you for help with? Those patterns? That's not random. That's your design. That's your blueprint. Follow the patterns, not the passion. Number 2, commit to something for 90 days. Here's why you feel lost. You're standing at a crossroads with 100 roads, and you're trying to see 100 miles down each one before you move. Stop it. Pick one thing. Just one. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. Commit to it for 90 days. No quitting, no switching, just pure focus. Why 90 days? Because that's long enough to get past the uncomfortable beginner phase, long enough to actually see if something has potential. Most people quit after 2 weeks. They never reach the part where it starts to make sense. Give it 90 days, then decide. Number 3, follow the energy. This one's subtle but powerful. Pay attention to your energy, not your mood, your energy. There are things you do that drain you. You feel heavy, tired, bored. Those are red flags. And there are things you do that fuel you. You feel alive, focused, like time disappears. Those are green lights. Your direction isn't found in a book. It's found in your body. Follow what gives you energy, even if it doesn't make sense yet, even if it doesn't pay the bills. The money follows the energy, always. Look, being lost is terrifying, I know. But here's the secret nobody tells you. You're never really lost. You're just between destinations. The caterpillar doesn't know it's becoming a butterfly. It just knows it needs to build a cocoon. The confusion is part of the transformation. You don't need to have your whole life figured out by tomorrow. You just need to take one step today. One step that feels true to you. One step that follows the pattern. One step that honors your energy. The fog will clear. It always does. Not because the fog disappears, but because you kept walking until you rose above it. So here's your challenge. Today, take one step. Not 10, not a leap, just one. Send the email, make the call, write the first page, sign up for the class. The path reveals itself to those who move. If this video found you in the fog, subscribe. Let's walk together. I'll see you in the next one.